I really want you to understand that there is an unbelievable brilliance in the notion of waiting. We all wait, regardless of type. And I do believe that part of why waiting is built into the strategy for types is that all of us in the very beginning of living our design need to stop everything, regardless of what our type is, whether you're a manifestor, projector, reflector, generator, manifesting generator. Part of the problem for us when we are bouncing around in life before we are connected to our authentic self is that we're moving so fast, we can't even hear inner guidance. We can't even trust our creative process. We're just busy, 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 right? And so I sometimes think maybe the voice, when Ra received the information from the voice, maybe the voice was really, really smart. I think it was. And the voice was like, okay, humans, dudes, y'all got to slow down. It's too much. It's too much. So I don't know what to do to get you to stop so that you can hear better. What is it? Rest is a hearing aid, right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you the system. And in the system, everybody has to wait differently. But y'all have to wait. You all have to wait, right? And it's in that waiting process that for many of us, if we really embark on the experiment, yes, we learn to find our inner authority. Yes, we learn to feel and embody our truth. I think that's really a part of what happens, right? The manifester embodies that visceral knowingness oftentimes. The generators and the manifesting generators learn to trust that gut response. The projectors learn to say, whoop, hold up, I am this valuable, precious person who is here to inject wisdom, knowledge, and experience in the right place with the people who need it. And I'm not here to waste my energy trying to guide and manage everyone. The reflectors are here to say, okay, where's the right place? What feels good? How do I show people where we're at? Right? We all have these pieces, and of course the reflector needs the time for waiting anyway. We all have these pieces that really involve us healing our connection to our embodied wisdom. That's really what human design is about. And that's really what the waiting is about. And I'm going to tell you, because I'll say lovingly and gently, I stalk you guys, whether you know it or not. I stalk you on Instagram. I stalk you on Facebook because I'm proud of you. And then every once in a while, I see somebody post something and I'm like, you didn't wait long enough. You needed to wait a little bit longer because you're close, but not quite there. And I can't stress enough the value of the waiting process. The waiting process is really first and foremost about healing. It's about healing our self-worth. It's about healing our connection to our bodies. It's about healing our connection to source. And it's about healing our faith so that we start to move in the world in such a way that we are aligned with our natural abundance, our natural connection to source that says you're designed to be supported in being who you are, in fulfilling the purpose of your life, in fulfilling the potential of the story you're living in. That's our nature. That's our true nature. And we have to stop moving sometimes to reconnect to that. The bottom line of what I'm really trying to say is that if you sit with that process long enough and you connect with that process long enough and you heal that connection, strategy in the way in which we teach it in the beginning of human design starts to fall away. When people say, can I respond to the ideas in my head? I'm going to say eventually yes, because you're going to be so dialed in, so plugged into source if you stop moving and heal, that when you get in the shower and that voice says, you should do a podcast about this topic, or you get in the shower and source says, here's your next book. This is what you're going to write about. Or you get in the shower and you say, I need a software program. And 2 days later, an email shows up in your email inbox. You start to build a collaborative, co-creative partnership with the quantum field or source or God or whatever word you want to put in there. And you will have waited long enough to be able to tease out the difference between your conditioned, sometimes a little bit dysfunctional inner voice that's like, no, I'm inadequate. No, I don't know enough. No, I'm not valuable. Versus source saying, thank you for listening. Thank you for valuing yourself enough to rest. Thank you for taking care of yourself. Now, let's get to work. And so, strategy is to a certain degree training wheels, right? It's training wheels. And eventually we can take those training wheels off. Now, I say that with extreme caution because sometimes the conditioning of ourselves wants to bypass the training wheels phase, especially for those of you who have open roots and are manifesting generators. Like we're like, oh yeah, I'm connected to source, no problem, right? And I'm not saying you're not, but this is why I think human design is an experiment, especially in the beginning, because we kind of have to experiment, especially those of us who are third lines, with wait, was that source or not? Oh, wait, that was just my head. Was that source or not? Oh, that was the idea that that person had. I just forgot I have an open head in Ajna. And eventually you start to learn, oh, that voice that is my inner guidance, it has a different cadence, it has a different tone. I feel it differently in my body. It doesn't have that same sense of frenetic urgency. It's not, oh my God, if I do this, the door is going to close. I'm going to miss the opportunity. Source doesn't do that. The quantum field doesn't have closings of opportunities because there's no linear time in the quantum field. So you're not going to miss the boat in the quantum field. That's your conditioned self talking. That's your earth self. So I'm saying that very carefully. I'm saying make sure if you're going to go, okay, strategy, whoo, to the wind, make sure you know how to vet the difference in your head or in your heart or in your body, the difference between source and that divine guidance versus the not self chatter in your head, as Rob would say.